So, I've been contemplating making this video. I said something online and made a post earlier, but not everybody's on my Facebook, not everybody's on my Instagram, not everybody is on my Snapchat, whatever have you. So I'm making this video because I'm gonna throw it on YouTube. It'll be seen by a lot more people, maybe more than just the people that I'm specifically talking to in this video. But nonetheless, here it goes. Quit trying to buy lemurs. If you are not ready for a lifetime fucking commitment, here's the thing. 20 plus years in captivity. That's just numero uno, okay? Everybody thinks that they're so sweet and cuddly and lovey. And you know, while some of them are, like my ambassador guy right here, Julian, okay? Such a sweet boy, huh, Juby-doos? You can give me some kisses? Okay. Everybody loves the Julian. Huh? Everybody loves the Julian. No, you're gonna give kisses to the phone? Okay. Everybody sees my lemur, Julian. Yeah, still right there looking gorgeous. Oh, buddy. And then we got Maddie. Everybody sees my lemurs and goes, oh my God, your lemurs are awesome. I want one. What can I do to get one? Where can I get one? Nowhere. Stay the fuck away. You think I'm joking? And I don't mean to sound rude when I say this. I'm usually pretty educative and I'm usually pretty nice about the way about how I go about saying things. You have to excuse me as I'm not feeling the best right now. My allergies are kicking my butt. Here in Oklahoma, we have winter in the morning, summer in the flipping afternoon. It's weird. Excuse me. Anyway, these animals are not good pets. I mean, it takes a lot of time and effort that my wife and I put into these animals to make them the way that they are. And that comes with a lot of sacrificing, a lot of not being able to go on vacations, a lot of not being able to go out constantly, a lot of sleepless nights when there's bad weather that comes through, whether it's cold, hot, rain, tornado. There's always something that might be bothering my mind on if my animals are okay. My lemurs are no different. But I will say this, look, these guys are cute and cuddly when they're young. When they reach sexual maturity, there's a light switch of aggression that goes on. While we as sellers and breeders tell you people this, only 1 in 10 of you that we tell this to are actually ready when it happens. And so the other 9/10 of people end up rehoming their animal or not engaging with the animal anymore after this because it's become aggressive and they weren't ready and don't know how to react to the situation. And so these animals usually end up in sanctuaries, rescues, or a place like me who specializes in them and works, non-stop with them. But we've had our fair share of injuries ourselves. I mean, I'm here to tell you that these guys can and plausibly will send you to the hospital. And I'm not talking about some scratches. I'm talking like some extensive damage. Like lots and lots and lots of stitches, depending on how bad it can be. Hell, that dude right there on the ground that's eating right there left a quarter-size hole in the inside of my left eye the first time I met him before my purchase and bringing him home. So yes, I brought him home. I still bought them. I still brought them here. I knew exactly what I was getting into. And since then, he's calmed down quite a bit. Now he's still very aggressive, and if you go into the cage with them and you take your eyes off of them, you're getting nailed. By him, not by her. Tiana, my female, she's very nice. Richard, the dickhead lemur over here, though, he's aggressive. And then, of course, like I said, we got Julian and Maddie in the cage right here, and they're both super sweet. But that's the thing. Most people's lemurs end up like this because they aren't ready, prepared, or know enough, haven't done enough research to make them like those guys instead. So look, I'm not trying to be rude, but these guys aren't cheap. That's another thing that bothers me. When somebody says, oh, how much you asking for your lemurs? And I'll be honest with you, $3,500 a male, $4,500 a female. That's what I sell my lemurs for. I don't have a problem selling them. Because people in this state pay that because you can't get them outside of the state. There's nobody that's regulated and licensed that's going to sell you a lemur outside of state lines if you're not from that state, because none of us are willing to risk our license for you. And people say, well, I can find them for $1,500 to $2,500 in Texas all day long. By all means, move your happy ass to fucking Texas and go purchase one there then. Or do it illegally. Go purchase it there and bring it back. I don't give a fuck. But don't come to me and bitch and moan at my prices. My prices reflect the time and effort I put into every one of my animals. Whether it's my lemurs, my big ass water monitors, my cobras, my caimans. Doesn't matter. My fox, my bobcat, my skunks, my goats, all of that. We put a ton of effort into all of our animals. And that's something that a lot of you don't see. When you watch my videos or you see me out in person, when I take Julian to Walmart or something like that and I get wolf packed by people, no, I love that. I know I sound like a dickhead right now, but if you see me out and about and I have one of my animals with me, or if you stop me just to talk about an animal, I'm all smiles and I'm all upbeat. I'm in my zone and I'll talk to you forever about my animals. But I'm honest at the same time. So so I apologize. You'll have to bear with me in this video as I'm making this video as an agitated owner of animals that are mistreated nonstop because they're misunderstood. And because of that, I have to watch one of my favorite animals on the planet suffer in some aspects. Look, for those of you who are listening to what I've got to say and decide that, hey, you still want to invest in a lemur, you still want to be a part of this exotic world, I'm not telling you not to be a part of this. I'm talking to the dumbasses who actually can't afford or aren't able to provide these guys the right type of life that they need, the things that they need, the space that they need, the outside of enclosure time that they need, whether it's inside the enclosure or an outside run. They need space, man. If you are interested in one of these animals and you're serious about asking questions and learning and understanding what it is you're looking at, give us a call. Give me a shout, shoot me a text, shoot me a message over YouTube, whatever have you. I would love to help walk you through any situation you may be dealing with or that you may be about to incur. Whether it's from a bad situation that you've got going on with your lemurs right now, from sick and or aggressive, to, hey, look, I'm thinking about purchasing one. What is it that I could, that I'm going to need to start with? And we can go from there, because you can't put a baby in one of these enclosures right here. These holes right here, the babies will come right out. So our animals stay in a much smaller cage when they're that small. And they come out with us nonstop, which is why Julian is so spectacular. Jibby Dibby. Here, let me see if I can get him to come out here. Hi, buddy. Come here. Can we show the people how nice you are, huh? Come here. Okay, so here's Julian, okay? Again, a lot of people see this guy, and they're like, man, I want one of those. And again, when I get pulled aside and talk to people about him, I'm very honest to tell them, like, hey, here soon, my guy is going to be going through sexual maturity, and with him being intact, it is quite plausible that we won't be able to have these type of interactions anymore. Now, we're hoping differently. We have really socialized and worked hard with Julian. With our research, with caring with the other lemurs, we have done him a little bit differently. He's slept with us for a long time. He's lived inside the house with us for a fat minute. He's out here just hanging out with Maddie, his female counterpart. She even comes inside. People see this and they're like, oh man, this is the best thing on the planet. Look at him giving you kisses. Huh, buddy. Getting love in him, just loves it, okay? But it's not all Skittles and sunshine and rainbows, okay? Like I said, I've been nailed, hospital visit, Wife's been nailed, hospital visit. Friends of ours have been nailed, even worse hospital visits. Some required surgery. I won't put out names, but somebody had their hand pretty badly mangled by Richard right there. So, and that's because they didn't listen. And they weren't paying attention. Those small, tiny things that you think are minute, minuscule, don't matter details. Those are the little details that if you don't pay attention to will jump up and bite you in the rear and leave you really hurting and contemplating your decisions. So hey, again, thanks for listening to me rant. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a shout. I'd love to answer any of your questions. This has been Corey here at Red Dirt Reptiles, Pets and Exotics. Julian, can you say bye, buddy? I got go boy. Later, guys.